Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Drew Brees.
Yeah, Drew Brees is getting up to speak now.
That's enough of that. I do not have a way to turn down the volume. That was Steve Gleason, an inspirational man, who indicated, despite his severe ailment, ALS, that it has defined the definition, it has given the definition to his life of what he needs to do. I have a similar, well-defined definition that there's no question. To Mr. Coulson, Danny Coulson, you are the perfect man to address this to. You set up the hostage program, rescue program for the FBI. I had no hostage rescue program provided to my best friend by the FBI because they were part of the murder scheme. You, sir, are a good man, or do a real good job of performing as though you were. You will have to stop these FBI men once you hear the details, once you get an idea, or at least investigate them to see why they let people die as hostages, for 27 days after they're informed. Mr. Coulson, your entire legacy is at risk when the FBI stops rescuing hostages. Therefore, I think you have no choice, even if you're not the good guy you come across as on TV. You have no choice but to get yourself into this picture, to expose the truth, whatever it be, by getting it to the proper authorities. I don't expect you to investigate, but I expect you to know exactly who to turn this over to so it gets investigated and we do not have the denial of justice that we've had. At this point, it will be a more difficult investigation because it's going on 8 months, 9 months, and you can't expect people to stand the same place after 9 months. All the witnesses, a lot of them will have changed their story or changed their mind as to whether or not they tell the real story. It is now a difficult investigation that cannot be done by the FBI unless you have truly professional FBI agents investigating the criminal FBI agents of this district office, Greenville, North Carolina. So, Mr. Coulson, contact me if you need help in understanding the story. I'll be happy to talk to you any which way you want, because I've got to take a risk that you are who you say you are, and you are not one of the FBI bums. And sir, you don't think there are that many bums in the lower ranks? You're wrong. There are some. They're not all the top officials that did betray the FBI. So we need to get them out. We who think of America as a place that could be better than it is, but is plenty fine, we just need to wipe out a whole mass of corruption. This corruption killing our elder, murdering her. Your FBI guys are murderers. Look at the tape that I have a link to, and you'll hear the story. I won't repeat it here. In fact, I'll have several tapes for you to look at. Hopefully you'll have time to, it's under an hour worth of tapes I'll get you. Hopefully you'll have time to listen and then to decide whether or not you want to contact me. I'll have on each of them, I will have as either part of the information under the thing or as a comment, a way to contact me by email, and then we can get in touch however you decide prudent and proper. My name is William Samuel McAlilly II. I'm posting under a different form of name for a reason. The murderers are taunting. As you'll see at some of these, they're taunting the whole thing as though they can taunt this away. They cannot. You are the one that can make it go away. You and all the other good people who turn out to be, all the lawyers I've contacted say, no way am I going to fight the FBI. This is scary that you all have such power, but we know you do. So you stand up or you sit down and hide, whichever. Get under your desk like the general, the 4-star general did, or the bird colonel who has an entire fighter wing under his command and an entire combat Air Force base under his command and who failed to obey the law. This is awful, sir. It's not just FBI. I don't know what's going on, but I know you can help fix it. I hope you can. I'll try to make this have a better title. I don't know how to get a hold of you directly, so the title's going to have to do it. The lady was murdered. 27 days the FBI elected to sit in their office and not rescue her. Isn't that enough to make you want to know more? Isn't it enough to make you vomit? To think it actually happened? I can't believe it. So I believe that if you hear this, you will do something. So would Attorney General Barr. Not so sure about Christopher Wray because he's been covering up since he got into office. Fight the corrupt, William Samuel McAuley II, hoping someone gets this to you.